Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to season 2 of Conversations. I'm your host, Ryan, and we're actually going to be doing things a little different this season because we do have some news. Ben is a little busy, a little bit more busier these past months, and he's going to be a little bit less on the show, but he will be stopping by from time to time. So we, wish him the best. He's focusing on his other work stuff. Yeah, we wish Ben the best. I love the boys. So yeah. Anyways, today we actually have a guest host, a good buddy of mine. If you partied in LA in the last 15 years, he's most likely been the reason or the person that threw this party. He is one of the loudest and coolest dude that I know. The G from the DMV, Sung Yu.
Yo,
what's up,
hell
Sung?
yeah,
Woo!
man, what's up, big? I'm excited to be on here.
Hell yeah,
By the
hell yeah,
way,
baby.
thank you, Ben. I'll keep your seat really warm. Probably
Bring
won't
in the
never
mic
get
a
it
little
back.
bit. Bring in the mic a little bit.
You
bro.
probably will never get it back. But I'm so loud. The mic could be over here. Over here doesn't really matter, man.
So yeah.
But I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited to be on this. I followed you guys on Conversations.
Not Conversions?
Yeah, not Conversions.
I called it Conversions.
Yeah, I called it
over here.
Conversions. As you can see, I spoke it really wrong. But thanks for correcting me. I'm excited to be on this. Looking forward to more of our conversations, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, just bring me up to date, man. What we're gonna talk about?
Let me ask you this. For people who don't know who you are, why don't you give a little background? Background of who you are and what you've done, where you come from.
Damn, man, you did a really good job introducing myself. But I think
That was all freestyle too, baby.
Oh damn, look at you.
The G.
You're right. One thing, I am from the DMV.
Oh, by the way, there are kids are like babies sleeping next door, so we could keep it low because the mics will pick it up. You know what I mean?
Will. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. The mic might break, but
the mic might break.
Yeah.
Sung is loud, so guys, you might have to check your levels in your car or when you're listening to us or watching us because it could go from up and down and bust your earlobes. So yeah. Anyways, go ahead, Sung. Sorry.
Oh man, so yeah, just a little background. I think you did a great job explaining. I am the loudest person you probably met. I was known for that in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
They call me Bose, right? When I first
Why do
moved,
they call it the DMV?
They call it DMV because it's DC, Maryland, Virginia. So
Okay.
here's a funny story. When I first moved there, just before I met you,
Okay.
I checked in. This is when Facebook was hot.
What year was that?
Oh, dude, I thought it was 10, but it's 13 years because Facebook always reminds you, right? How years go by so fast.
And a lot of by the way, a lot of people don't speak Sunglish, so you do also speak a little slower because I'll translate for you guys. Don't worry, he's good.
I moved here 13 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and during Facebook times, I would always be like, I'm going back to the DMV because
Mm-hmm.
at that time I was currently working at JetBlue, so I had these benefits of flying back and forth.
Oh.
After the second or third check-in, I'm going to the DMV. I had people asking me what's how bad is your driving? I was like, what the hell are you talking about, right? I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, yo, the DMV, isn't it driving motor vehicles? I've never seen someone excited. Because let me ask you, do you get excited going to the DMV?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but then I had to
I'll
educate
be honest,
some.
when you said DMV, I thought that too.
You thought I was a really bad driver, right?
Or like you worked at the DMV.
No. Surprisingly or not,
Sure.
I met my first Asian freshman in high school
Okay.
back in DMV. So back to that story, right? So I checked in and I finally told people it means DC, Maryland, Virginia.
Okay.
Ever since that name has been blowing up in K-Town. We have a bunch of us plugs here in K-Town. You met some of them as well. But yeah, man, a little background of myself. I did that. I did the party promoting scene, which I think that's how you and I familiarize each other.
Which company again?
Oh man, I was with a couple actually, but I ended up with Whisper at the end, which is crazy because I don't know how to whisper.
So the fourth best Asian promotion. No, I'm just kidding. Title was number 1. And Vision,
Man, but yeah, with Whisper and it blew up, man. You actually came to one of our parties, man. That's how I got to know you.
That's how we met.
Audience, quick question, random question to ask you guys. Look at Ryan real quick. Does he look like a dancer to you?
Yeah, now I do.
Okay,
Now I do a little bit. I got long hair. I got a goatee. Not then. I was a little chubby,
So this is the story. The story behind it is they're look for a contestant that does not know how to dance.
give a little bit more context. So it was Halloween. No, it was a random.
It was a Whisper Soul party. We wanted to break into the Korean division.
Yes.
So we threw a party at the time. It was called Feria.
Feria, which is old VR.
VR is
old
it? I think I wasn't there during the VR.
VR
season.
days, yeah. VR days,
so
and then
I heard that place has a lot of history behind it. So that day, the other promoters I work with, they took a break, but they left me in charge to look for 2 awful looking dancers, right?
Wait,
Dude, man, I'm not gonna lie. The first guy was horrible, and then I was like, dude, this guy could probably dance better than the second contestant that I picked. which happened to be you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what you wore that day?
I think I wore like a flannel.
Man, you look goofy as
I wore like jeans. No, dude, I was looking dope. I was wearing a jeans. They were skinny jeans, but they weren't skinny because they were skinny jeans. They were just I was just big. They were, and then I had some Jordans on, and I think I had like a flannel on. Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much an ingredient for someone that does not know how to dance, right? So we did the dance competition.
Oh, wasn't it a Mardi Gras thing?
It was.
You guys get
beads.
beads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the person with the most beads came up and danced, and we were giving away an iPad, I think. Right?
How did we get these beads again? Like girls had to give.
The girls had to give the guys the beads, and the guys
had to
give the girls beads.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
So me and my friend Sophia has been on the podcast, and she'll be back with us in a couple of weeks. But we both came out, and there's actually a picture. I'll put it in, but there's we had like beads like this on our chest. So yeah.
Yeah, y'all look like y'all want to show you did a lot of one of these.
I mean, let's be honest too. The party, it wasn't like crazy packed, but there was a lot of people, but nobody wanted to participate.
No, those couple of people that did.
Did they? Okay.
But the ones that did, you knew damn well they knew how to dance.
Okay.
But I didn't know who you were, and for some odd reason, something inside me was like, yo, pick that guy. So I picked you. Mm-hmm. The first guy went. Let's be honest. The guy was pretty horrible. And I was like, dude, I won the winning lottery ticket right here, right? Then lo and behold, we have Mr. Ryan King come up here. I still remember that day, bro. Like you finessed it, man.
I'm the king of local club dance like local dance competitions from clubs.
Well, I learned the hard way because after we crowned you the winner, all the other partners and the staff member that put me in charge, they got upset. They're like, "You don't know who Ryan is?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "Yo, he used to dance all his life." Learned. Yeah, I learned the hard way. And then I remember the second time he tried to enter it, I had to disqualify you.
So what sucks is that I came to this Halloween party that they threw at Feria again, and you guys had what do you call it?
It was a Halloween.
It was a Halloween costume competition, but you guys also were going to throw a dance competition in there. I came in with the sickest Splinter Cell. I had like green neon, like light up LEDs before even LEDs were a thing. It was light up dog collars that I bought on from Petco, and then like they were lighting up green, and then like I had an actual vest, and like I had the glasses that lit up, the night vision goggles, and dude, I was legit. And
yo,
you
bro,
guys
don't get me wrong. No, if it was
a
best costume contest, you would have won hands down.
Well, the thing
I didn't even know it was you. Until
I was trying to.
If you didn't tell me, I would have probably put you in the show. But then you gave me.
Well, it was John that wouldn't let me in. John wouldn't let me in.
John, I want to see John dance.
Because he saw me. Shout out to John Kim from Whisper. Yeah, but he saw me. He was like, "You're not doing it," and I was like, "Yeah, whatever." And I thought he would, just let me.
No, but we enforced that rule. It's called the No Ryan Dance Competition now. So if you ever
I got an iPad from you guys, so technically, ex-girlfriend took it. That girl.
Hey, but let me ask you, since we're talking about clubbing, man, like, don't you think clubbing these days versus how it was back in days when we did two different beasts?
What do you mean?
Like, think about it, man.
Clubbing is dead now.
Clubbing is so dead, but don't you wish, like, sometimes I miss that, man. Even though I'm at a certain age now, but don't you miss that?
Well, I think it's just a lot of it is, a lot of kids these days don't know how to dance. They just TikTok dance. So it's like, maybe
so they would have been the perfect contestant for our show.
You know what it is that I think hip hop isn't good right now. Like, isn't great. Isn't as good as it could be.
Yeah.
Meaning there's no good like dance jams. So clubbing is it's just out of the question.
I mean, there's some beats that hit. You know what I'm saying? But like some of the lyrics be like some weird stuff, man. I could talk about lyrics saying, "I came on the podcast, whoop whoop whoop," and just keep playing that over again with the hype and beat and be the next big thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is getting better, but a lot of these artists, I feel like they're just remaking songs that were dope in the '90s. Like,
well, let me ask you this. So back to that though, right? Why isn't clubbing hot like it used to be? Back then, remember we had clubs. It used to just be a line out the door. It was fun. But now, these days, the only places not to hop is like lounges. I don't see a lot of bottle poppers anymore. Actually, matter of fact, I don't even know if you still go clubbing, but sometimes I go out because I know you're married.
Maybe it's because it's just easy for people to just meet now because they have the apps and it's easy. There's no work needed to be involved anymore. Like we used to have to go get a table, like have some comps ready or whatever for like girls and stuff, and then like kind of razzle dazzle them before. Now it's just like you swipe right or whatever, and they meet up.
Or you win a dance competition.
And then
right?
now it's like girls are like more like players too. Like a lot of girls are players these days. They got rosters and stuff. So like, so I heard. Like I don't know. I
want to hear more about this. I didn't know about.
You
girls
didn't know about this? How you hang out with the younger crowd though?
I do hang out. They never tell me that. You think they're gonna tell me that?
All right, we'll get into that in a second. But like, finish who you are exactly.
Yeah.
Like
So
in
pretty
a
much,
nutshell, right?
In a nutshell, party promoter, night owl turned to early bird, and now I'm on health and wellness. Some of you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, beforehand, I was really heavy, man. Ryan knows me, and Ryan still knows me, a little doughboy. But I lost over 40 pounds.
40
pounds.
Like
30 pounds now. And I love it. The times that I used to just go out and wake up is the times I go to sleep now. How times have changed. How time has changed.
Well, bro, I mean, I know you don't want to say me to say your age, but it's also age. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it is. But I want the audience to figure out. Hey, so how old do you think I am?
Let's ask the audience. Let's ask my friend, my peer, how old do you think he is based off of me? So everyone who knows me. I'm just kidding.
I don't know, man. You look at
Look, bro, there's no lying, okay? The internet, they'll find you anyway, so.
They will.
But as my age, similar within 5 years of my age, you're a single guy, right?
Yeah, I am single.
And you come to LA. You've been here for quite some time. It's a little hard, or
bro, it's been so challenging. So
well, as a promoter, did you get ass?
Oh, absolutely, bro.
You're such a sleazeball, dude.
Dude,
I didn't get any.
You didn't get any?
Well, I'm just a good guy.
I'm a good guy too. I'm a loud good guy.
I didn't use this for like advantage. I didn't use my power.
I never used a promoter badge for that. Matter of fact, half the time I promoted, I didn't have a badge. Because you know why?
Are you talking about a literal badge? Like who cares about the badge?
Well,
it's about the power. It's about who you are.
Line,
Look at the motherfucker literally said, literally, like, yeah, I don't have the badge. They never made me one, so I don't have.
No, they give me one. I have a bunch of them collected.
Bro, you don't.
You're right. The power, but I don't need the power because you know why? I realized one thing, and someone, actually, a couple people actually mentioned. They're like, whatever you do what you do. Just don't ever lose your voice. My voice is my mojo.
Oh God.
I'm
you
not
can
gonna
lose a little bit of it.
No. As I'm getting older, I am, or I'm losing more hearing, so that's why I'm getting more louder. But yeah, man. Back to that story, man. I did that. When I first came here, bro, it was a challenge, man. Like. My little quick story, how I came here, you would probably laugh because I never told you.
Yeah.
So I worked at JetBlue.
Yes.
At that time, and then I always wanted to live this California dream when I lived in Virginia. But at the time, I was taking care of my parents' business. And they finally sold it. At the same time, JetBlue had an opportunity for me to transfer to Long Beach Airport. I was excited when I talked to my HR. Unfortunately, they hired in-house, so I was a little disappointed. But life happens, right? A week later, my HR calls me again. I have another opportunity for you. We're opening up LAX. Mm-hmm. Do you want to go for 6 months to 9 months to teach these baby blues since you have seniority? Because I was at the company over 8 years. They call them baby blues. Yeah, because they're called baby blues. Uh-huh. So what happened was I went. I loved it. It was fun. I loved the California lifestyle. The first Christmas I spent in California, I was in a cutoff shirt and shorts. That never happens in Virginia because we have the 4 seasons. When I went there, man, it was fun. It was quite challenging to get to know something and someone that has nobody here, being by yourself. Mm-hmm. It's quite intimidating, especially the stigma that we have with LA. It's Hollywood. You got to make it out there, right? But yeah, man. So the way I made my decision, because when I heard that phone call, man, I was so nervous. I was at a bar actually. I was drunk. Mm-hmm. And when I talked to the HR person, she's like, "Do you want to take the opportunity? Let me know." I forgot to put my phone on mute because I thought I was pretty buzzed. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, Emma first, I'm about to get this opportunity. This HR heard the whole conversation. I was like, I could go to LA. They're like, go for it. I was like, dude, I don't know, man. I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous about it. So I was like, I'm going to flip a coin. I flipped the coin. I still have that quarter.
Yeah.
I flipped the coin and I was like, if it goes to heads, I'm heading to Cali. If it tails, I'm staying put. Lo and behold, heads. Dude, my heart dropped. Because in my head, as much as I wanted to say heads, I wanted to say tails because I'm comfortable in Virginia.
Yeah, for sure.
Next thing you know, I told my boys next to me, I was like, yo, flip it. So my other 2 boys flipped it. Heads. My drunk ass called on the phone. And she goes, I heard the whole conversation. I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, are you excited? I was like, I'm super fucking excited.
She's like, yeah, I heard you using a coin to decide your future. Are you ready for this opportunity, this commitment?
Yeah. So I made the commitment. I went. The next day, I woke up hungover, and I was like, did I really do this? Mm-hmm. But by then, it's too late. Too late to turn around. Too late to go, right? So I went. Luckily, some of my friends were out here. I lived in Sherman Oaks for a little bit.
Yeah.
And through Actually, I don't know. Somehow, I guess my voice attracted some people, and I was able to network. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty proud of myself. I
It's a very
networked so
unforgettable
fast.
voice. It's a
Yes.
very distinct, like you can like hear it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just it brings joy
I mean,
when
enjoy
you hear
it.
the sound of sung. You're like, oh, sung here? What the
Or, or
hell?
or it could bring trauma too.
But then you don't know if you're like 10 feet away or if you're like 100 feet away because it's like your voice is so loud. So
No, my voice. I'm gonna like this. My voice is so loud. I have one of my Tongzings in Virginia. His name is Chris.
mhm.
I went to the club. Apparently, his right ear he can't hear because I was talking to him at the club and it's so loud
So
by
he's
the
always on
speaker.
your-
I was yelling
He's
in
always
his
on
ear.
your left.
Yeah. So every time I talk, I told him, man, you could if you ever meet Chris, if he ever comes in town, I'll bring him as a guest.
Sure.
But we have to make sure that he hears from one side because
Yeah.
he has he can't hear one side. And I thought he was lying for the longest time, and I felt so bad when he told me. I was like, when did this happen? He's like, you remember the time you told me you were going to California? You were excited. You're screaming in my ear because I came to see you, and the club was thumping. And I was like, oh. He's like, but the thing is, your voice is so piercing at the club. You could hear you across the room.
I could.
You know what I'm saying?
Anytime I was at the clubs with you, I could hear you. But yeah, like so you came from DMV, you came here to LA by yourself, which is crazy because being in LA like on your own, it's a lot of people here live with their family or they have their families close by to kind of help them out. I feel like you were just like here, working this job, working all little kinds of odd jobs, nightlife stuff, you know what I mean? And then now you're doing this wellness thing, right? Which is kind of, I feel like this is like where you're like happy, right?
I'm very happy. I tell you why, man. Do you know why I turned health and wellness?
Because you damaged your body for the last 10
that's
years.
it. But you know what? COVID, honestly, I'm not gonna like COVID to me. How I look at COVID was like I almost died from COVID, man. And that's when what I tried to do was I was still in the party scene. I was trying to make some like DL events during the time when we couldn't really go out. After I finished my meeting, luckily, thank God my sister was around. She was near me. She dropped off this care package with this little oxygen finger meter that messages oxygen. She goes, if it goes below 92, you gotta go to the hospital. And after I closed that, I took a shot and I looked. It started beeping. I looked. It was
Took a
82.
shot?
I took
Okay.
a shot, because I was done with the Zoom meeting that we are supposed to throw this DL party. Next thing you know, boom! I went to the kitchen. I collapsed. I woke up 30 minutes gasping for air, and it hit me. It hit me. I felt like guy was telling me like, "Yo, you need to calm down. You're not young anymore." So what happened was then I went to Korea,
Okay.
and that's when you saw me with the Palma, man. I used to have a
He
perm,
came
bro.
back with and it wasn't even a cool perm. It was just
No, it
like
was such a loser
you got
perm.
an Ajima perm, like, for sure, like in the corner, like on the corner store of like the little town that he's living at with his mom, because she's like outskirts of like Seoul. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
hey, but it looked good. It looked good. It reminded me of my harmony. You know what I mean?
No,
So,
it reminded-
yeah.
So I became like a harmony, but yeah, man, through that, and then I became a massage therapist.
Okay.
I have so many. On our next show, I have so many stories to tell you.
Maybe we can do an episode where you give me a massage. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we're not gonna do
I'll
that.
do a naked.
No. I don't know if the cameras can
towel.
censor that though. I don't
No
know,
towel.
man.
No, we can do it. I mean, we got.
But unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait a
YouTube.
little bit because you know why? I damaged my right elbow now, so permanently I'm having a hard time bending it, and I still work out.
From
on it when I
what? What did
shouldn't
you
be
do?
doing it.
So now that you're okay, so you're saying that as a wellness guy, like, how did you damage your working out?
No, bro. I worked on a very, very special person. I'm not gonna name who, but it was one of my clients, and it was one of my clients' referral. I'm not gonna lie to you, and there's a good chance this might get canceled if I say this, but I'm gonna just say it. I think we should charge people by the weight, not the hour.
The weight?
By the hour, because I tell you why. I know that's a hot
You know
topic.
what?
That is a hot topic. I tell you
This
why.
could get us in trouble, but there is real estate. I get the real estate takes time, space takes time. So I mean, I don't like landscaping, right? You get charged based off of acres, right?
Yeah,
So
you know how much extra lotion you use.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but then they get offended by that, and then so the worst part, that's okay because I dealt with.
well,
some
okay.
of
Let me
those,
ask you
right?
this: how would you charge? How would you what would you propose in this if you were the one to bring this?
Okay, put up this easy example. If this was my massage table and I can't see my massage table, I'm gonna charge you double. Okay. The reason I said it to you because
I love the fact that I'm not the one saying the crazy shit
No,
anymore.
but I'm talking about this so double, and it's at the point where it came over. But this person, them, they like to prefer themselves. Touch this.
Damn.
Tell me how hard this is. Tell me how hard this table is. This is how hard it was, and she wanted like extra deep, right? I'm really good with my elbows, so I was really good at doing deep tissue. This Literally halfway through, it was an hour session. About 15, 20 minutes into it, I literally heard something click. And my whole arm went numb. And I literally had to be like, hey.
You didn't want to say the gender. You just keep saying the gender after.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, there's a lot of bleeps that we might have to do.
Yeah, but okay, so that person was like, what was that? And I was like, I had to be like, hey, I'm really sorry. I had to end this right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason behind it, I didn't say it's because you big as a whale. I just said, oh, inappropriate. Okay, you're taking too much extra leg room. It's more the fact that it's a fact that he is huge. Oh, he is huge, or he or she is huge.
Which we're not saying that it's wrong. It's just in this field of what he's saying, it does.
Well, the reason why is because
I get it. Everything is a time.
My price was great because the service I provided. Because I have some people that do love it, and they still want me to come back and they want me to rehab. But unfortunately, since I love working out, it's really hard to rehab faster because I'm still working on my.
Shouldn't they be softer on the elbows? Like,
nah, bro. Like I'm talking about this. Literally, go like this on this table. Okay. This person, go like this on the table.
Okay, I don't need to do that.
Just do that. Just do that real quick. And you have to go up and down with your elbow. And I'm talking about some people, where the crevice goes in on some of the soft parts of the back. This person literally looked like I was massaging this. And the top of that, the audacity, the person goes, "Are you doing a massage?"
Oh, they didn't feel you.
They didn't feel me, man. How thick is that person? You know what I'm saying, dude? That's ridiculous, man.
Okay, well.
Let me ask you
this: do you still want customers?
Oh, absolutely.
Because
But the other reason, but you're right. The other reason I stopped for a little bit is because also, and this is something I should have thought ahead. Because when I first got the call from the school, Southern California Institute of Health, they called me. They're like, "Hey, do you want to be a personal trainer or massage therapist?" Because I put for both. And in my head, I thought I was super smart. I was like, I have so many personal trainer friends. I'll do massage. I don't know when to do massage. Now I know why. Because first off, personal training, you know how much energy takes away from massaging? But the more important thing is, me, I talk a lot. Yeah. Would you want a relaxing massage with me talking my ear off?
You're like, okay, we're going to start. You ready?
They're like, I can't hear the music. I'm like, the music's on full blast.
Bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like one of the, what do they call them? Oxymorons? Or like it's just.
Yeah, it's like me being loud. I work for Whisper, right?
You're loud. You work for Whisper. Catch 22, whatever. Like, it's like
I should have a coach called Scream. You know what I'm saying?
Doing something that's so like it's supposed to be relaxing and tantric or whatever, and just kind of soothing. Your voice is definitely not.
But you want to hear a fun fact though?
Like you should wear like
that Bane thing,
like a Bane, like a mask that like.
And you have the volume control on the side. You adjust it.
Or you just play music and don't say anything.
So I'll tell you another funny story. You know what kind of people annoy me? Loud people annoy me.
Okay.
That's another catch right there.
That's funny.
That's funny. No, but like I don't know. But one thing my mom always told me was like, if your life fails, why don't you be an opera singer? I think you'd be really good at that.
Can you sing?
Oh, absolutely not. No way.
So that you're screwed.
No, that's why I'm doing I was with massage therapy, right? Okay. But now I'm working at a gym. So I love it.
Which gym? Can you say it?
It starts with the E and ends with Knox, right?
Oh. It starts with the E and ends with Knox.
Equinox. I work at Equinox.
Okay.
For anybody that wants a membership, come holler at me. Yeah. I got you. But
we'll throw it out there in the
just throwing out there. But I love it. I can't wait to have you in the gym, man. You be making some random excuse that you can't come to the gym, man. I have so many opportunities for you to come. You know, be the best thing. I know, bro. Look, hey, you work out at the gym with me would be like us drinking at a bar back in the day.
I get it. No, I get
it. It's like your dance competition at the gym, bro.
You there, Joe being there. Like I'm down. It's just like the last couple of weeks have been crazy. Like my dad's business, all his employees just all quit at the same time. So now I'm retraining and basically just working there and doing everything, and then. So man. Go again. Look, going back to that. Like you're a trainer. Now you're in your.
No, I'm not a trainer. I'm a massage therapist.
Sorry. You're a massage therapist.
And I'm a sales.
So you do sales at Equinox. Do you do massage at Equinox too?
You know what? No.
Okay, so you're just in sales.
I'm in sales.
Okay, so
but the thing is, I do miss massage. The reason why is because Equinox, when you first get hired, they tell you.
Why is it so expensive?
Why is Equinox so expensive?
Like, why is that better to go to Equinox versus like LA Fitness, which is like $40 a month?
Well, first off, what
do I get?
I hate to.
This
talk
is a free.
No, but I hate to talk about this because I don't like bashing other gyms and facilities.
You don't have to bash gym. Just say that.
Like, okay, we provide an experience that's unforgettable. We are more of a private members club, so we are like Soho House of working out. So we definitely, we get high prolific clientele that want things on the DL. Prolific. There you go. Just like what did I call it earlier?
Prolific.
No, what did I call this earlier?
You called it conversions.
Conversions, right?
Like, dude, I'm so excited to be on convert. Like we're gonna take conversions to the next level. I'm like, dude, are you doing math right now? What do you mean conversions? We're conversations. But anyways.
Yeah, man. So what was the story question again?
It's kind of a change that it's when it's not me doing that.
Story, man.
Okay,
me, man.
I'm actually kind of I forgot. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is
what's the difference?
Why do Equinox? Why is it so expensive and why is it
better?
Thank you,
Mark. Mark is our conscious right now. He's our conscious speaking to both of us. It's because we provide that service. You also have me, man. Come on, I got your back all the way through this, right? But more than that, we provide service. We have the best facility, the cleanest facilities.
So meaning like so I can go there and take a shower and
absolutely. Oh, hell yeah. No, matter of fact, next time you go, I want you to take a shower there. And you're going to tell us how clean it is.
Hey.
No, not together,
I'm
bro.
I'm all for the stuff, but we got to ease into that,
Hey, but real talk, man, the one thing I realized about working at Equinox, you come across different, I guess.
Rich people?
No, you come across different people.
Different kinds of rich people? Uh-huh.
To be honest with you, not to like dog on anybody with their sex preference. Through Equinox, I got to meet a lot of people that are like into dudes or into girls, like guys into girls, girls into
Yeah. I get it. We get
the rainbows, right?
Yeah.
I mean, am I allowed to say that?
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
So what I'm learning is I'm actually getting to know a lot of them. They're really effing cool, dude.
Yeah, of course.
They're super cool. Cause I grew up in such a conservative think about not conservative. I met my first Asian freshman in high school. I grew up in this place called Alexandria, Virginia, where everyone there was Spanish and black. I was the only Asian that I thought I was black, and that's why some people think I talk black still.
You do. I mean,
like if you close your eyes, do I sound like a black person?
I think you have a when you say black person, I think it's just like how you grew up in an area where it's like you kind of have like a twang, like a black twang. I don't know if that's the right thing to say. Like I'm not trying to offend anyone, but yeah, like even for me, like even though I grew up in Westwood, like I interacted with black people, my black classmates more. I played basketball after school and stuff like that. So I had more of a twang, like a hood, like a hip hop
twang,
like a hip hop twang, more than like my Korean friends that lived in K-Town. So
I felt like I was a burnt Twinkie. That's how it looked like. I did that, and then when I first came across my first Asian, it was freshman in high school because my parents wanted to move to a better place for us, me and my sister, to grow up in a better education system. Not to say that where I grew up was different, but Korean parents are they want to take care of their children, right? So what happened was I was on there, and my first interaction with Asian was this FOB group, man, and they're all about bowing. I'm foreign to that. I have no idea what this bowing thing is.
Bowing,
you have the inside, yeah.
Okay.
And then at first I was like, okay, cool. I did to my parents' friends, so I was like, why should I do that for you? And they're like, because I'm older. I'm like, yo, motherfucker, how old are you, man? Yeah, I was born in February, right?
Yeah. You don't want to tell all your information, dude. There's people out there trying to just recording it.
Hey, this is my passport. I'm like, no. I was born in February. I met someone that was born the last week of January. I'm like, oh, so how many years? Oh, I was born the same year. I was like,
call me young.
Yeah, I was like, call me. I was like, what the fuck are you? Who the fuck you think you are? That's when they were like, I never met an Asian guy talk like that. So I mean, it was a learning part, but eventually, I got to know them, and it's really cool. And then I slowly started learning my Korean Asian background, chilling with them more. But I'm not gonna lie, high school was pretty rough for me, man. It was
what's your rule? Like when you say he's like call you hung, what's your rule for that? Where do you give that respect? Where do you give that respect? This is my perspective, Hyung. As I got older, it's different. But when I first came here, I always call people Hyung. I think deserve and act like a Hyung. Mm-hmm. It was very different, man. And for me to approach them a lot different than all their other Tongsangs, it caused a little rift. But what about now? What's the difference?
Now we're cool. So
I'm saying, you said there's a difference when you were younger. You used to call Hyung.
But now I look at it this way because I'm actually getting older, and now I realize it, man. If they're older than me, I give it the rule of 3. If they're at least 3 years older than me, I'm gonna call them Hyung. Okay. The reason I say that now is because when I hear these little kids younger than me talk to me like that, I'm gonna,
sure.
Yeah. It was a learning curve for me, but it was good, and I think it led me to this. But I got fully educated and really got to know my Korean background when I went to Korea during COVID.
I like that, the rule of 3, because that means you just give anybody that just because we're at that age now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that because, that's kind of similar to me. There's people that I used to call Hyung all the time. Now I don't call them as much. But there are people that I meet, and randomly I just find myself doing it. but I want to have like a ruling on it. Like rule of 3 is good. Rule of 3.
Well, I'll be honest with you. You know the other thing I'm trying to change, and I think you have a habit of doing that too. When you call people, I need to start calling people by their names. Text messages, I'm like, yo, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like like, you know the time, like, but hey, yo, Rye. Like, because my rule of thumb was this also. I
do that still.
Yeah, but I'm saying like these are my categories. Like, for me, it's acquaintances, friends, dogs, and bros. The reason I say dog is dog's a man's best friend, but brother's always gonna be blood thicker than water. So when I call you a dog, you're like almost as a bro. But I get miscarried, so I call everyone a bro. So through this podcast, don't get offended if I start calling you dog or by your real name.
You're just exposing everything right now. It's okay.
Huh?
That's the best thing about the podcast is that people are gonna find out more and more about you.
Yo, how are they gonna know about? They're gonna hear about this, right?
Yeah. But like, no, that's cool. So okay, so going back now, in our what I've learned about you, like one thing I love about you is that you know how to take insults. Like you can just take them, bounce off of it. You actually showed me how to not be so sensitive and defensive. And granted, I do get it if it's from a certain person that I don't like or something that might rub me the wrong way. But like with you, you're one person that can't get me that upset or get me there because you don't get there with me. Like I can throw dish stuff crap at you, eat it. You just eat it, dude. And you're
man.
Like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever, dog. I'm just like, man, that's such a beautiful like skill to have. And that's why, like, you know, even for you, you know, with Ben being busy and stuff, you being down to jump on the podcast and like host with me. And then I know you're doing some other things too as well. We'll talk about it and promote it. But like I'm stoked. Like you're awesome. Like I can't wait to hear about all your stories because you probably have more stories than I do. Like I want to know about your dating shit. Like, you know, we're gonna interview some people. You got some friends that you want to bring in too.
Oh,
right?
I got a good roster that I'm building up right now. They're excited because I have a confession. I'll be real with you, and I told you about this.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, Ryan, I want to do a podcast. The first thing he asked me, what's your favorite podcast? I have a confession. I literally think I say 3 podcasts my whole life, but I love talking. I always wanted to do a talking kind of thing, like a talk show. Didn't know that's what the podcast was. Yeah. I'm a little late to the game right now.
Everybody has one. We're late. We're both late.
Yeah, we're both late, but you know, you rather start than just like bojangle it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Turn out bojangling. So my IG is bojangles because the fact that bojangling means you procrastinate. As I get older, I am actually more prompt on time. When I was younger, when I used to have parties, they gave 2 separate times. They'll be like,
so late.
They'll tell me, they'll be like, hey, 7:30. But when the event starts at like 8, they'll be like, song, it starts at 7:30 because I bojangle. Bojangler is not a tap dancer. It's not the fried chicken franchise. It means you procrastinate. You're a politicker. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a racial term to that too, isn't there? Like,
is it?
I don't
think so. I mean, I looked at Urban Dictionary. It said a pair of balls. I mean, I don't know how that could be.
Okay, cool. There's all these new things that we don't know about, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know what made me not bojangle anymore is these massage clients. They're not gonna wait for me because it's on their hour. Speaking of that, I also have another alias, man. I don't know if you have one, but if you guys ever hear anyone come up to me and go, "Hey, what's up, Peter?" And to all the people that know me as Peter, don't get your heart broken. Don't catch feelings. But it means I don't like you, man. I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm a massage therapist too. I tell my massage.
You just let everybody know.
No, I tell my massage therapist too. I'm like, yo, my name is Peter. The whole Peter thing came up first because I had my number. And then people called, I didn't know if they were like a friend or acquaintance I met or if it was a massage client. Mm-hmm. So I started going by the word Peter. So when I had someone call me, hey, Peter, I'm like, okay, it's a massage client.
It's a little weird, but yeah.
Yeah, but then I grew up on it, and there was an episode where I was chilling, and there was a bunch of
like
dudes,
not even Sam or something like close to your name. No. It's just completely
Peter.
I'll
tell you why it's Peter, man. It's really hilarious, and then you'll understand why. The name Peter came from my parents, because I don't know about you. My parents are very biblical, so they say I look like a Peter, right? So on my graduation high school, I was dating this girl. After graduation was over, everyone came, right? They're all cheering up. They came, my family came. My mom, they give you a traditional pen. Dude, they gave me the pen. The pen said, congratulations, Peter. I was like, yo, who the hell is Peter, right? And then my girlfriend was like, who's Peter, right? I was like, then my mom and dad go, don't worry. We gave you an American name. My sister name is
So your real name is Peter? Like you're American? No.
No, it can't be. You know why? Because I was already 18. So I told my parents, you named me Peter after 18 years? Then my mom, my mom, dad said that was hilarious. My dad's like, I changed my name to David. I'm like, oh, that's cool. My mom had the most outrageous name. I thought her name would be like, I don't know, what's a traditional mom name? Mary, right? She goes, my name is Jeanette. I'm like,
that's cool.
I was like, Jeanette? And she goes, like Jeanette Jackson. I'm like, you mean Janet Jackson?
Oh my God, Janet Jackson.
And that's when I was like,
So
I
Jen-
died. But that's funny. You know what I'm saying? But that's memorable to me. So that's why Peter is my name. I never changed it legally because I was 18. I'm not going to change my name now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna call you Sticky Pete, a Whiskey Pete.
So yeah, that's my Peter story. So like I said, to people that know me as Peter, maybe I just said that because I don't really know you like that.
I feel like that's such a loving sentiment that you're
It
using.
is. It is a loving sentiment.
Because I'm gonna
but
start
if
calling
know
you
the real-
Peter now. Like,
yeah, if you know the real feeling behind
Welcome to
it, bro.
Conversations with Ryan and Peter.
RP, right?
Welcome to Conversions with Ryan and Peter.
Conversion.
So
And then check this out. And then let me ask you this. So then after that, like that's another fun fact. I'll tell you another fun fact. I'm into ankles. I like girls' ankles. That's my jam. That's the
okay,
first
slow
thing I
down
look at.
here. Slow down. There's a lot of ankles, dude.
Ankles, bro.
Dude, most of your girls had busted ankles. What are you talking about?
Bro, my
I'm just
resume.
kidding.
My,
I actually
no,
never looked at that.
My resume of girls had fleek ass ankles, bro.
Bro, you want to talk about your resume? Your resume of girls makes my resume of girls look like fucking sane, like valedictorian, like church going girls, dude. Like you.
I mean, I have some wild ones.
I might get in trouble for because I know some of them. So
I know you
they're
do.
a little bit, you know.
No, I mean, you know what? I like to keep it very fun. I don't like to.
We
keep
might
it,
have to do a competition and we'll do like a board, like to see who had the crazier.
the
like,
crazy
you know?
one. Dude, I know. There's so many
We
things
get
I'm
in
looking forward to
trouble.
doing with you right now. Actually, like I said, I'm excited, man. At the same time, if I tell you how I feel right now, I'm overwhelmed with so many things because I have so many ideas I want to float and make this conversations
Yeah.
legit, you
Yeah.
know. And you're right. As you brought up, I have another project I'm working on with another podcast.
Yeah.
And like this is something that I like doing, and hopefully this sticks, man. Because like I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like you said, when I first came here, I did any means possible to hustle, work. Like my first year and a half in LA, I slept for 4 hours a day, bro. I had
know.
3 jobs, going out to meet people.
I know, bro.
You know,
And
like
you were a hustler, dude.
I was hustling it. You know, I'm still trying to hustle, but like
That's why everybody knows you in LA. Like I was surprised when I met you that I was like, how did I? It was 2000. I want to say 13. So when were you in LA again? 2009.
I was
10?
in. If you do 13 years from now, about 2010.
2010. So you were there already 3 years, and I had never heard of you. And I was like, how do I not know this guy?
Yeah, I
Where
didn't know who the hell you were
everybody
either, man.
else that I knew who you were. So it was just like, it was just a matter of time when we had our
Well,
meet
baby,
cute.
it's all good. Save
We
the
had our
best for
meet
last.
cute.
Look at where we at now, right?
So, yeah.
We have our own little kumbaya here right now,
So
man.
now that, you know, I want to ask you 3 questions. So,
Oh, 3 questions for me.
yeah, I got a
I
couple.
love this. Yo, bring it on, man.
I just, you know, and this is where it gets a little serious, right? Like, let me ask you, what do you like about being Korean? What do you think the best thing is about being Korean? Because you're Korean, and I tailor this to anyone that, whatever race they are. You know,
I know it would be these kind of questions, but you know what? I'll tell you straight at the bat. Being Korean, I'm proud to be a Korean. Because of culture, man. Like, I'm not gonna bash on others' cultures, but like for us, especially the way that my parents raised me, man, I feel like a lot of people need to be raised in this Korean culture. I'm not gonna lie.
Can you give a reason why? Where you're saying like, oh, we're ride or dies versus like
We're ride or dies,
other,
and you know what? And the thing is, like, I learned this the hard way because, like, and this is something that my sister could be a testament to. Like, no matter what, Koreans are always gonna be loyal. They'll be obedient to you. They listen. Like, okay, for example, I went to Korea during COVID. In America, people had a decision to wear a mask or no mask. I went to Korea, bro. Everyone had a mask on. And the thing is, on top of that, everyone respects elders. I say this to you right now because I see a lot of weird stuff on social media where, like, these little kids, I think they need a good ass whooping. I'm not gonna lie. The reason I say that, when I was little, my parents whooped my ass. And when they whooped my ass, they gave me the phone, call the cops. They said,
Call
call
them,
the cops.
call them.
Another thing that my
I'm
dad
ready
did,
to go to jail
but the other thing that I did that sticks with me that I love is Koreans are loyal, but they teach you a valuable lesson, but not just grounding you. Look, I'll give you an instance. Me and my sister, when we were younger, we used to fight a lot. My dad did the ultimate thing. I'm telling you, anybody that's raising 2 kids and they fight, I promise you do this, your kids will be so obedient to each other. My dad literally was like, yo, get a 2x4. Me and my sister got a big fight. I forgot what we fought about. Get a 2x4. I was like, all right. And I looked at my sister like, yo, we're getting fucked up, right? So my sister's like, my dad comes this big 2x4, and he's like, you guys sit there and then like say what you guys messed up on. Then my dad's like, are you guys done? We're like, yeah, we're done. Then my dad gets a 2x4, pulls his leg up, then he starts hitting himself. He's like, it's because I didn't raise you right. I'm talking about he hit himself till his leg started bleeding. We had to stop him. After that, dude, I don't know if that was traumatized. After that, I'm gonna do that to my kids too. When I get older, if you have kids, to do that, man. Bro, you know
reverse
why?
psychology.
Reverse psychology to the max, man.
Well, we're not having kids, so.
Okay, but anybody that has
But
2
if you
kids,
ever need me to help you set up anything to make your kids scared, I'm so down to do it. Like and any of my other friends, any of them, F that, dude. Any of the other my friends that have kids, if you need me to strike fear into your kids somehow, like in a skit or something, I'm always down to do it. So just
but just not being Koreans, Asians in general.
Okay,
this goes Korean, but also in Asian.
Yeah.
We have a different strict upbringing that we know how to be polite and like we don't talk out of hand, even if we want to. We
talk shit to each other, but not to our elders,
not to any elders.
Yeah,
I mean, most of will vent, but we're not gonna say that.
Yeah.
And if you think of it now, man, like these kids talk back like they talk back to their kids, parents.
Yeah, it's different. It's definitely different because I see like even my friends like they'll be punishing their kids and then they're like they're in elementary school and they'll be laughing like haha and run away like whereas my parents would we could never I didn't even know running away was an option so
bro I didn't know laughing was an option.
Yeah.
We get beat up, man.
All right.
No, but the thing is on top of that the other thing I love about Korean is like why not, man? We finally made it, bro. Mama, we made it. Now look at this, man. BTS and everyone's made it for us, man. K-pop is really hard. And guess what? Koreans are like the big new thing now. Because you know why?
Korea spent a lot of money on the arts and media and stuff like that.
But what's the story behind that? How did that? I don't know.
It was after the Korean War, I believe, and the government, in order to get government things, I guess, and I can be wrong, but this is what I've heard and I remember is in order to get people involved and excited about stuff, they use dancing and music to kind of attract that, and then K-pop kind of took off, and then the art. That's why they're so skilled at it versus other Asian countries. I think they got into it a little bit later.
Well, you come from a dancing background, right?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is what I heard, and like I said, I'm not coming from a dancing background. But I also feel like Korean music video and their dancing culture is now adopted to here, meaning that they have background dancers. They never had it really big here.
Well, most of the Korean artists, I believe, are outsourcing routines and stuff from these American dope Asian or American hip hop dancers that are the Kinjas have done so many choreography for so many dance groups that it's you'll see certain signature moves that we do in their routines and stuff. So it's very, they know what's up. They know how to market it. They know it's hot. So it's Korea is really hot right now and we're really popular. But
also, look, check Netflix, man. What do you see half of this, about over half of stuff on Netflix these days?
Well, a lot of it's Korean, yeah. Korean so okay, so now that what you said you like about being Korean, what's the one thing that you see as a flaw for you as being Korean?
I don't see a flaw. we the
That's your flaw, bro.
We don't see no. You know what? We're very stubborn.
Okay.
And we, I mean, I don't think I am.
We have a bad reputation with guys within Asian girls.
Yeah. We don't have a bad temper. I don't have bad temper. I don't think you do too.
I can get there though. Yeah.
But they said out of every race, they said that out of Asians and all races, they said that Koreans are the most moodiest. I guess they're the most what's the word for it? They're very hot tempered. They're very hot headed.
I think we're very we show our emotions. We don't hide it. We don't mask it. We're not I feel for example, Japanese culture, they're very polite. So even if they're pissed off, they won't show that they're pissed off and they'll just be polite. Whereas Koreans will be and who knows, maybe in Japanese culture when they get drunk, they might fight or whatever. But I don't know. I feel
no, you're right. Actually, though, Japanese people, they're actually sometimes they're
even
best,
more
they're the best poker faces.
Yeah.
They are the best. We are the worst poker faces. If we got pockets, aces, we'll be Japanese people would stay consistently neutral the whole time.
Yeah, they're I love Japanese people. Not talking shit. It's just we're different, So it's a different kind of approach I feel with Korean people, we're very surface. We'll be real with each other. We'll say what we don't like, and we'll be it's almost on the mentality of hey man, that was kind of mean, but you're well, but it was the truth. But
oh, actually no, I got one flaw with Koreans. This is based on what I've seen. I don't know if it's all Koreans, but recently you heard about that the dude from Parasite that committed suicide.
Yeah.
We are so quick to bully people.
Koreans.
Yes, we're quick to judge and bully and blow it up to the point where they have no choice but to end their life, which is really sad. Because he was Well, if the story was correct, I think it was he was they think that he did drugs or something, or he got caught with drugs, but then like at the end you find out it wasn't even drugs, it was like a Viagra pill or something like that. I'm not sure the whole story.
I thought he was maybe because he killed himself because he was shameful. He was ashamed.
Yeah, he was ashamed.
Because the Korean, they're
gonna mob him. They're very judgmental.
Yeah.
So as much as we could be loving and caring, be all like anime, dancing in the background, all this stuff, and like pump you up, be all nice. We could I'm not gonna lie, Koreans I think are very quick to judge. Yeah, I mean other people are, but I think that's the flaw. But I feel like we are slowly working on it because I'm not quick to judge like my parents are. You know, like I'm not gonna lie, like I think the first generation.
All the judging I do is all stuff that I was brainwashed from my parents. So I'm like rewiring that stuff.
Yeah, we are. And I feel like, you know, when we have our next generation, it'll be a lot different. Like, just like how athletes now, man, you know how many Asians are now getting, like, they're taller than regular, like, our Asians.
That's like me calling when I'm always joking around, hey, what's up, chubby? Hey, fat boy. Like, you're not even fat, but it's just me being Korean, like, being like, and then you calling me fat when we're, you know, like.
No, I love it, man. And the thing is, like, we're one of those people, if we joke, we'll tell you the truth in, like, a messed up, indirect way like that.
Okay, so now with this last question, that was good. In the terms of the conversations that needs to be had, what do you think? Just off the top of your head, like what would you want something to be, and it could be funny, it could be whatever you want, like just needs to be brought up and like exposed to the world.
Series or just
exposed to the world, like as Asians, as Asian Americans, and living in America, living in this world. Like, what kind of conversations do you think that we should talk about? Like, what kind of conversations do you think the Asian community should have with the other communities in the world? You know what I mean? Like for example, like for me, I feel like the conversation that I think that that's crazy. I've never asked myself. So
that's your flaw right there.
Yeah, that's like, and if anything, like for example, to be funny, and this is something I've always said. Ben didn't like me always saying this, but like, why do Asian guys have such a bad rep when it comes to the penis size game?
The size of the junk, right?
Yeah, size of the junk game. You know, like that's an ongoing mystery, because it's just one of those things where it's like I never have really an issue, and I'm like I feel like a lot of these dudes around me, like my friends, like. Not that I've seen all of them, you know, anything, but it's just none of them seem to have any issues. But other races have this just negative. I feel like we're getting better now. They're more open to like, where it's like they'll see it and they're like, oh, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, just like how the new generation Asians are bigger and taller.
Yeah,
I think we evolved.
So
and I'll tell you this off the bat. The reason I say that to you is because not to be all whack and stuff, but. Bro, look at where I work at, man. I'm surrounded by just dudes everywhere, man. Not to be like looking at everybody's junk, but once in a while, you're in the steam room, you see him like, hey, how's it hanging, man? Like,
hey, why are you looking at you know?
Yeah, no, but yeah, I mean, these guys love to just flaunt it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, but I'm like, I look at him, I'm like,
it's not that big.
I'm like, good job, man. Good job. You're a proud Asian. Good, give me some daps after you put on some clothes. You know, like, good job, man. You know what? You're right. That stigma of like they say Koreans or not Koreans.
Well, okay, we don't have to get into my topic, but I was just giving you an example. Like
about small penises.
Yeah. Yes. It's a good topic.
You know what I'm sick of topic?
Not small.
You know what I'm sick of tiring? How they say Asians don't do anything when things happen, like those crimes that you be seeing where the Asians that's why they beat up on Asians because they just stay quiet. It's because they mess with the wrong Asians. Dude.
They're messing with old Asians. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But you know that whole idea, like, oh, Asians are quiet, we stay quiet. You know what? I think sometimes we have to stand strong.
Not these two Asians, not you.
No, for sure. I'm a voice for sure, man. I dare them to come next to me. Oh my gosh, I'll probably go deaf.
But they wouldn't, because you're like a tall ogre. I'm just kidding.
With the perm, right?
With the perm. Let me see.
Oh man, but you know, the one thing I do want from this conversation series that we're gonna be doing with this podcast, there's so many things I want to surface about. But the big thing I want to talk about moving forward, and I believe this is something that I want to look out for my other like bros, is I want to talk about bro code, man. Like things that guys should not do to other guys. I feel like a lot of people lose that.
Sure.
You know, and they become little bitches, right? Like, let's just be real.
Can we also debate the bro code?
Absolutely, we could debate the bro code. Okay. But you know what I miss, man? Think about like, okay, going back to just the bro code.
I don't have bro code anymore because I'm married. My
no.
bro is my wife.
Yeah.
You know? That's my wife. Like whatever her code is what I have to follow.
It's a Vera code. I got you.
There's she is kind of
bro. No,
like,
it's true. Like if I got married, she'll be like my bro, I guess. Yeah, she'll be my bro, man code, everything all in one. But in the meantime, for the singles, the reason I say that to you, because like I feel like a lot of guys lose integrity, and there's so many people that don't have that substance. Like the one thing I realized when I moved here from Virginia, LA, pretty shells, empty shells.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia got some weird, like those potatoes that look all weird shapes, but they taste good, right? Because their substance is good.
Okay.
But you come to LA, everyone look like a pretty potato, but they have nothing inside. Meaning that like they're pretty, but there's nothing inside. And I feel like because of that, people get lost. But I'm saying like moving forward to help other bros out.
Okay.
For instance, one bro code that I see, it happens in front of my face all the time, time to time. Guys that like, let's say you're single, and I was going out, and I was like, yo, bro, I like this girl. Come out with me, be my wingman. Don't be like take my girl over, man. Yeah, you be my wingman. Don't be a takeover man. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks because a lot of people don't get that.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying, like things like that.
That would definitely hurt our demographic if we got to do the girl code too. Can we do a girl code?
But you know what I think they should have? They should make a device where you put something on your head and it speaks the truth of what it like. I think Mark brought it up, like the truth or dare or anxiety thing. Mm-hmm. Just like when they're shady, that light just goes
Molly.
up.
Whenever. Oh yeah, and it does the sensor. Yeah.
Yeah, but you need one of those where you could be like, yo, you like the girl I like? And you go ding ding ding, just goes off. So at least you know what's up. You know what I call those people? I call them donut lickers, man. You know why? You know why I call them donut lickers? Why? Because they're the dudes that get a baker's dozen, and before you even touch a donut, they try every donut that you don't want to touch it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this.
Let's do this. You know what? Right? You know what? I'm very excited because you come up with these terms that I don't know. Donut liquor. That's awesome.
No, I know we're blenders, man. I'm gonna talk about blenders too, man.
I've never heard anyone say baker's dozen since elementary school.
Well, that's how old I am, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I know there's words. Blenders, man. Blenders are another big thing. I'm gonna make that into a thing too because I see girls do that. Girls do the blender shit though, man.
Okay.
You know what? I'll give you a CP. Blenders are this. Every pretty girl has not pretty friends, but I call them the pretty girl that brings them. I call them the blenders because they want them to blend in. And the worst part about it is they make these girls that aren't really that attractive. Like they tell them you're the hottest thing ever, and then girls think they're so hot that even like the hottest guy talks to them like get away from me because they're so blended with that idea. You know, it's like I'm the hottest thing. Not to say anything because beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? And I think someone that I think might be pretty might be ugly to other people, you know. Yeah. But it doesn't mean like girls be honestly genuine with your girlfriend. If she's not pretty, don't tell her she's pretty. Yeah, just like she's nice. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely something we can get into is how guys we won't gas each other up, you know, and girls do gas each other up. So
that's gassing each other up.
There is a unrealistic image of I feel like some people are out there that think that they're hotter than they are, but that's another story. We can get into that on the next podcast.
Many things that we don't. We have so many things coming this season. I'm excited, man. I'm telling you, the viewers do not go deaf because I am really loud. I might not even need a mic.
So
by the end of the season, Brian's gonna have one of those hearing aids.
So Mark is we have to do this for Mark, so we don't have to have Mark working his ass off just fixing the levels. But anyway, Sung, thank you for being on the first
of many
episodes, of our new season. Welcome to the podcast. Guys, if you are just checking us out now, make sure to follow us on our Instagram. It's conversations_pod. And that's our, not Twitter, TikTok account as well. TikToks. And,
make sure conversations, not conversions.
Yeah, not conversions. Conversations on our YouTube. And we'll check you guys out. And thanks for listening.
Yo, stay tuned, guys. It's going to be a shit show. I love it.
All right, peace.
Peace out.